Excuse me, sir, but do you know what it feels like to be slammed with force upon the hood of a police car? To be found guilty of the crime of being innocent, law enforcement officers treating you worse than the terrible dogs that they release upon you, ravenous teeth of racism, sinking into discriminated black flesh, having handcuffs clapped on your wrists like institutionalized shackles of penitentiary slavery, restricting your arms from the freedom of expression, the tipped scales of Lady Justice, justifying the homicide of equality through the brutality of their nightsticks, saying that they are just maintaining the peace. Pardon me, ma'am, but do you know what it feels like to be deferred by a physician because of your skin cancer of ebony, being sick and tired of the sick and tired nature of the medical community ignoring you as you watch your body wither and die before your own eyes, because they refuse to serve someone who they see as having the mark of Cain, the blood in their eyes refusing to acknowledge the blood in your body, leaving you to home remedies and quack doctors ripping you off financially, as they rip off the limbs to your very soul. Come again, everyone. But do you know what it feels like to be judged by the color of your skin rather than the content of your character, having no name but the word nigger, the most degrading word in the English language, being reduced from a whole of a man to 3/5 of a slave in the most unequivocally blatant form of subhumanism that the world could ever imagine, so loosely and without restraint by your own colored brothers and sisters, desecrating the grave, and defecating upon the dream of Dr. Martin Luther King without any regards to the rivers of prosperity, but yet continually dehydrated from the thirst of oppression. Hey you, do you know what it feels like to be stereotyped as living contradictions? A scholar but full of ignorance, a rapper with no lyrics of meaning, an athlete with no life skills, a real gangster but living off welfare checks, lovers of intercourse but not lovers of fatherhood, wasting time creating idleness, arguing something about everything but doing nothing about anything, thinking ambitiously but living destructively, cursing the white man for the shackles that we place upon ourselves, gold chains, rings, bracelets, and grilled teeth full of lies and deceit. If black is so beautiful, why do people look at us so ugly? Black men degrading black women to hoes, bitches, mistresses, and objects of wealth and power rather than beautiful obsidian starless bodies of flesh but star-filled eyes of amber color, vigor, and strength, bearers of children with stunning shades of mahogany, auburn, sable, and onyx, having physically dark temples of holiness, and strong persevering souls of 250 plus years of whipped backs and persecuted limbs of labor. So let us help each other out of the ghettos of mediocrity and the sidelines of obscurity, lifting each other up with a helping hand rather than keeping each other down through a backbiting tongue, ensuring that our future generations can hold hands together saying, free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, I am truly free at last, living our lives in true African American honor and pride of our inalienable human rights.